Alright guys, here we are with part 4. This update hits different. There's pain, planning, and a level of quiet rage that's hard to even put into words. You can really feel how broken he is and how hard he's trying to hold it together. While everything he thought he knew about his wife and his marriage is just gone. If you haven't seen the earlier parts, make sure you watch those first. This one builds right off what we've already been through. Now let's get into it. I discovered my wife of 7 years is cheating on me. She doesn't know that I know. Update 3. I got a sexually transmitted diseases test a couple weeks ago. It's negative, but my doctor gave me the HPV vaccine because it wouldn't be detected by the tests. He said if I've been exposed, it could take years to show up. So he told me to check warts on my privates for the next several years. So good news, I have a new hobby now. It turns out that in my state, you can't record someone one-sidedly unless you are involved in the conversation. So the conversations between Anna and Nora and Anna and Liam are illegal, and I broke the law. Since I have attorney-client privilege and she's the only one I sent them to, I'm good. But I have to delete them. The emails I downloaded are still evidence though, so we have good evidence there. I suppose the recordings serve their purpose in that I know for sure about the affair. On the advice of my attorney, I hired the private investigator she suggested. I gave him the info for the GPS tracker on Anna's car, said that after hearing my story, including details I didn't share here, he decided he was going to follow Liam rather than my wife. It didn't make sense to me at the time, but he said that it sounded like Liam was more into my wife than she was with him, so Liam would probably be the one initiating contact rather than Anna. I figured, oh, well, he's the pro, not me. He assured me that he's seen cases like mine before where the spouse was not serious, but just looking for some fun on the side, and because of the withholding of attention, causes the affair partner AP to double down on the relationship and pursue more. He said women don't like needy men, and men don't like needy mistresses. Makes sense. On the sage advice of all of you and my lawyer, I stopped doing the deed with Anna. I told her there were layoffs coming at work, and I was really anxious and not in the mood. I don't know why, but she seemed really frustrated by that. It's been difficult living with her and pretending. Liam and I get the same treatment. Well, I guess he got slightly better treatment for a while, but I'm the lucky one because I get to hear the sound I love you bounce off of my eardrums from that hole in the middle of her face, and Liam doesn't. #blessed. It used to mean so much to me to hear that. I'm so goddamn angry that she's made me hate her like this. I want to love her again so badly. My therapist says the technical term is ambivalence. Thinking about it makes me want to vomit. Fast forward to Valentine's Day. The PI said Liam left flowers and a gift at my wife's salon. The PI said when Anna came to work and saw it, she threw everything in the shared dumpster in the strip mall without even looking at it. She was pissed. My PI retrieved the gifts. It was really expensive lingerie and a dozen red roses. The gift had a Valentine's Day card. The flowers had a message note too, and there was definite proof in that note and card of the affair. They were practically love letters. Anna left the other girls at the salon and went to meet up with Liam. The PI got it all. They met in a far corner of a hotel parking lot. The whole thing took around 45 minutes. It was an intense conversation. The PI said Anna seemed angry and shook her head no a lot. He said he thought Liam was trying to coax her into a room. Lots of touching. Nothing overtly sexual happened, but the PI said he's seen cases one with less, and that their body language, its behavior, and the way it panned out is the kind of thing judges look for in adultery cases. It was obvious that they had a relationship. It was at that time that I got a weird "I love you" phone call from Anna. I remember her voice was off. It was like she was trying to check in on me. My attorney advised me to take photos of Anna's appointment book for the last year or so. Anna likes using a physical calendar book to write everything down. I noticed there are appointments with Liam in the book too. Before I would have just thought of them as business meetings because Anna said Liam was mentoring her in small business stuff. I found a Mont Blanc pen in her purse near the appointment book. I guess that's another gift from Liam because I sure as hell didn't buy it for her, and she always just used Bic pens before. Anna was busy with work the rest of the day and night on Valentine's Day as she had a bunch of ladies who wanted to get specially made up for Valentine's Day dates with their spouses or boyfriends. Anyway, she worked as usual on Valentine's Day. She came home tired, half-heartedly tried to initiate something, but I just pampered her because she seemed exhausted, and so I put her to bed. I didn't pamper her for her sake. I did it for me. I'd wanted to be a good husband, so she would somehow miss me more when I'm gone. I wanted to prove to myself that I'm not worth cheating on. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm love-bombing her in return in my own way. Is this the pick-me dance? Because I don't want her to pick me? I can't decide if I'm doing it so that it hurts her more when I'm gone, or because I know I'll miss moments like these when I leave her for the last time. The good news in this zombie shit show that my marriage has become is that the parking lot meeting and the Valentine's Day gifts were enough that when added to the other evidence, we can finally have Anna served. We're going to have it done privately with the PI. He's also a process server and can get it done quickly. It was probably a mistake accusing her of cheating on New Year's Eve. Anna knows that something's wrong. She's staring at me a lot. I can see it in my peripheral vision. It would be creepy if it weren't so pitiful. She keeps asking for some kind of reassurance that we're doing good, since we're not making love anymore. I keep lying to her, but I guess I'm not the great Shakespearean actor I thought I was. I just can't get over this betrayal. I wish I could, but I can't, and I never, ever will. It doesn't matter that she didn't love the guy. She had his junk in her and had her mouth on it, and came home and kissed me with that mouth for 9 months. I just hate myself for going back to her. I'd further hate myself for treating her badly because of jealousy and resentment. No one deserves being treated like a convicted felon for the rest of their lives by their spouse. Would any reasonable person want to live like that? Would that be enough for anyone? Should I be resigned to a life of policing Anna and keeping her under lock and key until she resents and hates me later on and probably cheats on me again? Either that or I'll be an emotionally dead zombie who says yes, dear, while stamping down my emotions and anxiety every time she walks out the front door. Who would love someone like that? I'm not going to live like that. I love who I thought she was, too much to let her live like that. That's why I'm going to ghost Anna when she gets served. The plan is to have her publicly served. To start the process of having Liam's credit card statements subpoenaed. Lawyer says it could take months for this to pan out. Tell Nora's husband about her complicity in Anna's affair, and to email or text Anna's dad and sister. Liam's wife, and some mutual friends with the news. I'll pack and leave before she regains her footing after being served with divorce papers. I plan on leaving a short note, my lawyer's business card, and my wedding ring. My lawyer told me to leave a note so she doesn't have an excuse to start making trouble. I was thinking about writing, "Do you like rich sugar daddies? Yes or no?" with a tick mark on yes. My therapist says I use humor as a coping mechanism. I know I won't do that, though. I'll either write this long manifesto or something super short. I know myself. I know that Anna at least thinks she loves me, whatever that is. I know she'll beg and plead and cry and appeal to me in every possible way. Our history, our families, our plans, everything. She'll dress up and make herself look stunning. She'll pull out all of the stops and I'll cave. I'm not ghosting her because I'm strong. I'm ghosting her because I'm weak. I used to think it would hurt worse if she had actually fallen in love with him. But now that would have been easier. If she didn't want me, at least I'd have my answer. Instead, she wants me, but she's already broken us beyond repair. Hell, that's worse. I'll update after it all goes down. Should only be a few days. Brief update. Anna is going to be served at her salon tomorrow morning. Fridays and Saturdays are busier for her, so she opens earlier. The PI is meeting me at my hotel in the afternoon to show me the body cam footage. He asked if I wanted to see it, and I said yes. I don't know why. I just want to see it. I'm kind of on the fence, but leaning towards seeing it. Can't email it or post it, so he's just going to bring his laptop to my hotel room and show it to me. I'm staying at an extended stay hotel for a couple of weeks. My dad's friend has a house they are gutting to make an Airbnb out of, and it will be livable by then, but not yet ready to be rented out. I'll stay there and do some work on it in the evenings after work and on the weekends. Nothing huge. Some drywall, painting, and laying down vinyl plank flooring. My social calendar is going to be pretty empty, and it'll get my mind off of things. I will update tomorrow evening after this shit show explodes. So that's it for this part, guys. Tomorrow's the day she gets served, and he walks away from the life he thought he knew. It's been an emotional roller coaster. If you're following this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.